Hello and welcome to the Checking the Status of a Budget Adjustment video. In this video I will show you how to check the status of a budget adjustment submitted for approval using the BAR status report. A few important notes. The fiscal year chosen in the first step is very important. Only those records in the chosen fiscal year will be returned. Also, only those records that have an organizational code in the header that you have financial access to will be returned. And finally, a record will only appear once it has been submitted to the Finance Office for posting or to another user for completion. Watch the first and second videos in this series for instructions on how to navigate to this screen. To begin, let's click on the Budget Adjustment Request drop-down menu and choose BAR Status Report. Before we explore this screen, let's take a look at a few definitions. Completed means that a budget adjustment has been balanced by another user, that is, the increases equal the decreases. Posted means that a budget adjustment has been recorded in Fast Classic reporting. On this screen there are a number of filter options that can be used to refine my search. If I leave the filters blank and click on the green Execute Report button, the application will return a list of all of the budget adjustments that have an organizational code in the header that I have financial access to. Since this will return many records, using the filters is the better way to refine your search for a budget adjustment. To search for a specific budget adjustment, I'll leave equal as the default and enter the full budget adjustment number into the budget adjustment number field. The number always begins with a capital BD and then the 6 digits assigned when I created the header for the budget adjustment. If you'd like to review creating a header for a budget adjustment, it's outlined in the third video in this series. I'll enter the number now. Next, the ORGN, or Organizational Code, is often the most useful search field. To search for budget adjustments with a specific organizational code, I'll leave equal as the default and enter the organizational code into the ORGN field. In the Employee field, I can search for a budget adjustment prepared by another user as long as I have access to the organizational code used in the header of the adjustment. If I click on the magnifying glass, it will open a box where I can search by employee's last name. The last name will appear under the search box. When I click on the name, their employee number will populate the employee filter. The effective date filter has a few useful options. If I know the exact date, I will leave equal as the default and choose the date based on the status field selected. Most often, people have an idea of a time frame when the adjustment was processed. If I change the equal to between, from the drop-down menu, another date field will appear. This field will now return all records based on the status field selected between these dates. For budget series, pay attention to the fiscal year. I can either choose Adjusted Base or Adjusted Fiscal. Use this filter to choose between adjustments made to the base budget or adjustments made to the fiscal budget. We don't use Original Base or Original Fiscal options. For status, I can choose from any of the options listed in the drop-down menu. Let's take a minute to review what each of these options mean. If you need more time to review the options, press pause now. If you don't choose one of the options from the drop-down menu, the search will return all statuses. The Clear Filters option button clears all of the filter options that I have set to date. I'm not going to press this button now because I've already entered the budget transfer number I want to search for. So I will just press the Execute Report button. To view a PDF of an adjustment, I will click on the red BD number. A red asterisk beside the paperclip indicates that there is an attachment. I can open this by clicking on it. The remainder of the columns provide high-level details on the adjustment. If I go to the far right of the report, I can see the date that it was posted by looking at the Date Central column. If this column is blank, the adjustment has not yet been posted. If I review the results and realize that I've used the wrong filters, I can update them by going to the Filter Option tab at the top of the report. I would also like to mention that if a budget adjustment has been posted to FAST, you can search for it in FAST Finance Classic reporting. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Please email any feedback to fax@carleton.ca.